Howdy, my name is Lindsay Mikulik. I am a wife, a mother, a daughter, a sister, a teacher, and an Aggie. I am responsible, I am determined, I am dedicated, and a little stubborn. I, unlike many of my friends, met my husband when I was young. We have now been married for 7 years. We have 2 beautiful children, a 5-year-old son who is in kindergarten and an 18-month-old daughter. My husband and I were both born and raised in Bryan, Texas, and still live here today. We love the closeness of our community. It's not too big, but it's not too small. When I was in 5th grade, my parents divorced. My brother, my sister, and I were raised by our single mom. Being the oldest of 3 children, I learned to be responsible at an early age. I started working as soon as I could so I could start paying for my own things and give my mom less to worry about. Being a single mom, my mother taught me to be independent. She instilled in me the idea that I was capable of anything I put my mind to. With that being said, I was determined to get into Texas A&M. After transferring from Blinn College, I graduated from Texas A&M in 2012. I am actually the first Aggie graduate in my family, which I am very proud of. I hope that I, as a mom, can be an inspiration to my kids and that they will see that my determination and dedication got me to where I am today. Family is one of the biggest pieces of my life and my culture and has shaped me into the person that I am today. As a kid, we lived near both sets of grandparents and saw them often. Holiday celebrations were important, but I enjoyed the weekends that we would spend at our grandparents' house, hanging out, listening to stories, and making memories. Sitting on the couch, eating ice cream, and watching Aggie football with my grandpa were some of my favorite times as a kid. My favorite saying about family is, being a family means you will love and be loved for the rest of your life, no matter what. With family comes faith. I grew up Roman Catholic. My family has attended the same church since I was in 2nd grade. This is the church my husband and I were married in and where both of our children were baptized. Our church is a traditional Italian Catholic church that comes with many traditions, mostly centered around food. My family is not Italian. I am half Hispanic, half Caucasian. I do not know much about my father's side, but on my mother's side, we have family from Mexico and Spain. My Catholic faith is very important to me and my family. Many of our family traditions come from church teachings and our Hispanic culture. One thing I love most about being Catholic is the sense of unity it brings. No matter where you are in the world, you can attend Mass and learn the same thing you would if you were at your home church, but also experience another culture at the same time. Another important piece to my story and why I am in this course is teaching. I currently teach kindergarten in Bryan ISD. Teaching in my hometown has been very interesting. I attended Bryan schools from kindergarten through 12th grade. It is amazing to me to see how much has changed. When I started teaching 5 years ago, it was eye-opening to see how the demographics of schools had changed over the years. I grew up attending an elementary school in a better part of our town. We had an abundance of parent involvement, and communication between the schools and families was excellent. I currently teach at a Title I school that is 97% economically disadvantaged. I have students and families from all walks of life in my classroom every year. I have seen struggles that I wish no child would have to face. I, as a teacher, have had to learn how to first make connections with my students and build trust before I can even attempt to teach. This can be a hard task for someone like me who grew up with a completely different culture, but that is the best part of my job. I love getting to know our students and learning their stories, and in turn incorporating their culture into our school family. This year, our district has implemented a social skills lesson called the Essential 8. Each month, we focus on a new word that will help build our social arsenal. The last 2 months, we have discussed kindness and tolerance. I believe these are some of the most important skills we can learn and to teach. I hope that the culture my family, my faith, and Texas A&M have instilled in me will help me to better teach my students kindness and tolerance, and how to be accepting of others and their cultures. Lastly, I leave you with this quote that stands outside the Association of Former Students building. It reads, "At Texas A&M, you learn first to follow, then to develop and practice your leadership skills, and finally, you become someone others want to follow." James R. Thompson, Class of 1968.